UI 459th Inaugural Lecture. Government should maximize the potentials of women and youth in agriculture. Professor Yahaya. The Dean, Faculty of Agricultural Science in the University of Ibadan, Professor Mohammed Yahaya, has charged the government to maximize the potentials of women and youth in agriculture in the country. The professor made this known on the 11th of July 2019 while delivering his inaugural lecture titled Voice for the Voiceless, Hungered, Angered, at the Faculty of Science Lakeside Theatre of the University during the 459th inaugural lecture of the university.
I use the SRC model to address strategy of addressing the real issues affecting the hungered and angered with emphasis on women, youth, media practitioners, medium or channels of communication as potent tools, contribution to voice through sender element. While delivering his inaugural lecture, the erudite professor said, "My journey so far has created voice for the hungry, angry and battered voiceless citizens who are in search of livelihood and better life in our social, political and indeed economic life. So when women and youth are empowered and can claim their rights and access to land, leadership, opportunities and choices, economies grow, food security is enhanced and prospects are improved for current and future generations."
My inaugural is addressing topical issues that affect our nation and our development aspirations. So if for anything, the recommendations, the observations are noted by policymakers and government at all levels, it will contribute to major policy shift in our developing paradigm. And I believe there is a chance that we can make a difference in the life of our country if we can look beyond rhetoric, in the sense that policy initiations and activities should be gender sensitive, should be youth friendly, and by and large should address issues of concern to our country.
Talking on how robust agenda for efficient agricultural value chain development can be achieved, he said, "It is time to demand for expression of small and medium-sized enterprises and rural food processors with simple agricultural machinery support system with linkages between rural and urban actors as a promotion of agro-allied industrial development to create ample opportunities for the youth with specific reference to manufacture and packaging, especially agrochemicals, feed production, seed production, farm machinery, hiring services, and export market information networking." Speaking on the need for government to empower the youth in agricultural development, he said, "It's quite unfortunate that farming communities in Nigeria and most of the developing countries have not been adequately empowered to judiciously utilize and contribute immensely in consolidating the desired sustainable development. Therefore, government at all levels and the private sector must unite and support research efforts as practiced in other climes to engender development on all fronts." The inaugural lecture had in attendance well-wishers across the country, which include President Muhammadu Buhari, GCFR, ably represented by the Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Agriculture, Dr. Muhammad Umar, Niger State Governor Abubakar Sani Bello, ably represented by his Deputy Governor, the former Head of State and Ambassador for Peace in Africa, General Abdusalam Abubakar, GCFR, his wife Fatima Abubakar, former Secretary to the Government of the Federation, SGF, Alhaji Yayali Ahmed, Oluwo of Iwoland, Oba Abdul Rashid Adewale Akonbi, Etsu Nupe, His Royal Majesty Alhaji Yahaya Abubakar, Prof Ishaq Oloyede, JAMB Registrar, the management of the University of Ibadan, Professor Ayo Banjo, Professor Safiya Yahaya, and hosts of Niger State indigents who graced the event.